The nation's top office is urging lawmakers to swiftly act on revising the National Referendum Act, which was ruled unconstitutional back in 2014. It would be the first step to enabling a public vote on a constitutional amendment. Our chief Cheongwadae correspondent Moon Connyoung tells us more.
Taking last resort, with South Korea's political parties stuck in second gear with no progress in advancing forward the nation's constitutional amendment agenda, the presidential Blue House has taken a last resort, going public with its call on the legislature to at least swiftly revise the National Referendum Act, the first step to enabling a public vote on a constitutional amendment.
As we near the opening of the Parliament's April extraordinary session, I've come forward today to request the National Assembly to swiftly revise the National Referendum Act.
South Korea is seeking to amend the constitution, which was last revised more than 30 years ago, and put the revision bill up for a public vote during the June 13th local elections. However, Seoul's National Assembly has been stuck on the process with the rival parties' lengthy standoff over the proposed constitutional changes, as well as over the law on national referendums. The country's law on national referendum was ruled unconstitutional in 2014 for putting a limit on the voting rights of overseas Koreans, with the court's recommendation for a revision bill. The political parties missed the 2015 deadline to revise the act, leaving the law null and void since 2016, which means even if the political parties do agree and come up with a single constitutional revision bill, the people will not be able to vote on it.
Leaving the national referendum law as unconstitutional is itself an act of challenge to the people's constitutional right and a serious damage to direct democracy guaranteed by our constitution.
Making note of the president's constitutional revision bill submitted to Parliament last month, President Moon's chief of staff reiterated the Blue House stance that it's ready to draw back the bill once the political parties come up with a single bill of their own.
The Parliament's decision to revise the national referendum law will confirm its intent and sincerity on amending the Constitution.
The Blue House's news conference calling on Parliament to first take action on making it constitutional for Koreans to vote on various national issues is seen by many as the South Korean president putting his foot down on carrying out his campaign pledge to put to referendum a constitutional revision bill in tandem with the June 13th local elections. Moon Connyoung, Arirang News, The Blue House.